Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I go by the name Tete and I give you information on Erasmus Mundus scholarships in the UK and then beyond. If this is the first time you are watching any video on this channel, I'm glad you are here on this channel. You will definitely find a video worth watching. Kindly hit on the subscription button for me and then the post notifications so that as and when I release a new video, you would be the first to be notified. Okay, so today let's talk about the architecture and urban contemporary heritage, that is ARURCOHE. I don't know if the pronunciation is correct for the acronym ARURCOHE. So this is an Erasmus Mundus joint master funded by the European Union for the 2022 to 2028 period. Okay, so this is the official website. And then we would be looking at the program. Mind you, I would be inserting all the links in the description so that navigation and application becomes very, very easy for you. Okay, so now let's look at some general information about the program. Okay, so the first part is just talking about the European Commission and Erasmus Mundus joint masters programs. Okay, so we just move down and let's look at ARURCOHE. Okay, so forming part of the Erasmus Plus program, ARURCOHE program will attract the best architects, civil engineers, urbanists, and other related titles in the architecture and urban contemporary heritage. Okay, so the program has 5 editions for the 2023 to 2028 period. Okay, so that is it. That means you can apply for this program. Okay, so now let's look at the access requirements. The ARURCOHE program is open to holders of an official higher education degree from one or more universities in the field of what? Architecture, civil engineering, urban planning, or similar. So you need a degree in either architecture, civil engineering, urban planning, or any similar course. Okay, applicants are expected to have a higher education degree according to the following criteria: successful completion of a 5-year 300 ECTS university study program. Okay, graduated architects, urbanists, civil engineers, architectural engineers, and similar associated to a regulated profession. Okay, but I think this 300 ECTS has to do with credit hours, but I believe if you have your bachelor's degree in either architecture, civil engineering, or urban planning for 4 years, you can still apply for this program. Okay, if you still have some reservations, all I would say is that just write an email, send an email to the ARURCOHE consortium and then ask them if you are still eligible. But I believe you are eligible. Okay, so note, regulated profession. Okay, so you can read about the regulated profession note here, and then you can continue to read about the student status, and then you're going to read about all the schools that you are going to be involved in. Our main focus here is on how to apply for the program and the scholarship. Okay, so I just want to put particular emphasis on the funds enrolled scholarship, and that is 1,400 euros per month. So you would be earning 1,400 euros per month as an Erasmus Mundus scholarship holder. Okay, so the scholarship will be a contribution to the cost incurred by the beneficiary students and shall cover travel, visa installation, and subsistence cost. Okay, so I have a video where I break down the whole Erasmus Mundus financial component. That link would be in the description. You can watch it anytime you have some time to spare. Okay, so that is it with the financial component of this program. Application for this program is very, very easy, and then we would be looking at that very soon. Mind you, I would be putting all the relevant links in the description so that navigation becomes very easy for you. Okay, so now let's look at the documents that you would need to apply for ARURCOHE. So the first thing that you need is a copy of your passport. Passport will be required for students outside the Schengen area. Coming from Africa, you are already outside the Schengen area, so just scan your passport, the place where you have your picture and then your personal details, and save it in the PDF format. The next thing that you need is a proof of country of residence. Okay, so I would put a link on how you can get your proof of residence in the description. Watch that video and then get your proof of residence very fast. Okay, then the next thing you need is a certified copy of your transcript of records. Okay, so you need your transcript of record from your university. After that, you need your certified copy of your highest degree obtained. That is your certificate from your university. Okay, so you need your transcript, that is the third thing, and then the fourth thing is your certificate from your university. Okay, then the next thing that you need is a copy of your language certificate. Okay, we will talk about the language certificate at the end of the documentation checklist so that you do not have to worry. Okay, so the next thing that you need is your CV in English, and then Europass format is preferable. Okay, so the link on how to generate your CV in Europass format would also be in the description. You can watch that video and then generate your Europass CV in a few minutes. Then you need your letter of motivation. Also, I'm going to put a link in the description on how you can write your letter of motivation in 4 simple steps. Then you need recommendation letters from academic staff or professionals, okay, in English. So you need 2 recommendation letters, and then you need to save them in PDF format and then upload them as part of your application process. And then if you have any special needs, you have to provide evidence. Okay, so if you have any learning disability or any other special needs, you have to prove that and then upload those documents. And then any supplementary information or work that you consider to be relevant to the application, you can also upload it as part of your application. So now let's look at the English language requirements. Mind you, I didn't really talk about it when I was speaking about the copy of language certificate. Okay, so an applicant with a native language other than English needs to prove that he or she has sufficient fluency in English. Applicants whose native language is English is not required to provide some kind of language certificate. Applicants who have studied in English do not need to justify their level of knowledge of the English language. Okay, so coming from Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, Malawi, any other English speaking country in Africa, you do not have to prove your English language speaking ability. Okay, once you speak English from your country, you are qualified. Also, if you have studied in English, you do not have to justify your level of knowledge of the English language, and that is it. You are good to go. Mind you, I would be putting the frequently asked questions link in the description so that you can explore other questions that people have asked and then the answers to those questions. Okay, so now let's look at the application process. Okay, so application period for this master's program has been open since October, and then the deadline for registration is April 1st. Okay, so April 1st is the deadline for this program. Okay, so now let's look at the application process. It's very, very simple, and I'm going to teach you that in a few seconds. Okay, so for further information about the ARURCOHE program, please contact via email with the ARURCOHE Secretariat. Okay, so you can see the Secretariat email here. If you have any further questions, you can send an email to either ARURCOHE. You can send an email to either this email address or this email address. Okay, so it depends. If you have any further questions, you can direct them to any of these 2 emails or any of these 2 emails as well, or this email as well. Okay, so any of the emails here, you can send them a message. Okay, so now let's look at the application process. Okay, so applicants must first download the template file. Okay, so you just click on download here and then you download your template file. Okay, it brings you to this page and then you download your template. Okay, so once you download your template, you fill in the application. Okay, once you fill in the application, save it in a PDF format. Okay, so once you save it in a PDF format together with your other supporting documents, you send an email. So you send your application to this email. Okay, so you just click on it and then you send an application to this email. Make sure that you fill in the template file and then you add your supporting documents. You either send it to this email here or the second email here, santiago.sanchez@ehu.eus. Okay, before sending the email, assure that the name on your template must be your name and first name without spaces. Okay, so your surname first and then your first name without spaces, and then you are good to go. That is how you can apply for this program. Okay, ARURCOHE. Okay, that is my pronunciation, but I don't know if it's right. Okay, so I wish you all the best in your application. Mind you, the deadline is April 1st, so you have some ample time to prepare your application. So I wish you all the best in your application. I'll definitely catch you on the flip side. Stay blessed, and I am out.